Teachings of the Kingdom of Heaven, Part 1. About the book, Rabbi Michael-ben-Pesach, Portnaar. Somewhere in the ebook, Kabbalah for Complete Life Management, I have written the best thing is to read and to learn from the most secret writings in the original language. Now the time has come to speak about the letters of the holy language. Holiness means to give. When you learn the lessons of this book, know that you have to make time. Do it slowly, with the utmost concentration. Every lesson, every page, every sentence, every word, every letter you see, put it in your heart, because it belongs to the holy language. To have some knowledge of the Hebrew letters is a must. Don't underestimate this. The specific specialty of the holy language, the Hebrew letters, is to transform the kelim in the aspect of to give. No other language can do this. Only in and behind the Hebrew letters you can find holiness. What is the aspect of to give? The light, the Creator, is within the Hebrew letters. There is no other place, makom, in Hebrew, than in these letters. Particularly the Kabbalistic sources as the teaching of the Kingdom of Heaven. The Zohar, Shlavei Hasulam, Etz Chaim, and Tes. This is enough. The human being of our world is named the lower human being. The human being of the world Absolute is named the higher human being, meaning eternal, spiritual, and giving. This higher being surrounds the Zerampin, Ze'ah, of the world Absolute. All the letters of the Torah and their combinations forms the body kelim of the higher, giving human being of the Absolute. These letters descend to our world coming from the Ze'ah of the world Absolute. Now you will probably understand why it is so important to keep yourself busy with the secrets of the Torah, because only and exclusively by doing this you can transform the kelim of receiving belonging to the lower being to the kelim of the giving belonging to the higher being. There is no other way to become the higher being than slowly and step by step to build up the inner spiritual body, as it is in the higher being. Only because of this you can receive the salvation and wholeness. It is possible to build up kelim when you see and read the holy letters, otiyot. In the Holy Scripture are another three elements named Tan, Te. Ta is for Tagin, crowns above the holy letters. N stands for Nekudot, signs or dots, indicate vowels. And T stands for Ta'amim, taste. Ta'amim is also signs used in the liturgy and prayer books. You can compare them with musical notation. These three elements, Tan, Te, are in conformity with the three lights, Naran, Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama. Also with these three elements you can correct your kelim, meaning the kelim of the wish to receive in the kelim of to give, named giving in order to give. We are the one who correct the creation, Tikkun, Bria. And this happens when you correct your wish to receive in the wish to give. When you have received the kelim of to give because of to give, know this isn't the last kelim. There's another phase, the receiving of the lights of Gar, Gimel, Reshamot. These kelim aren't the true kelim belonging to the Ze'ah and Malchut, but in a way you borrow them of the Ze'ah and Malchut of the Bina. In a way, the kelim of the Ze'ah and Malchut are for us the true kelim, but they are separated from the three kelim, Keter, Chokmah, and Bina, and the lights belonging to these kelim, Nefesh, Ruach, and Neshama. This is because of the first restriction, Tzimtzum, but in a way it is the light of Gar, Gimel, Reshamot, or in other words, the shining of the light Chokmah. Only when you have come to this stage you can correct the kilim of receiving, because of the receiving into the kilim of to give. We name this last phase receiving because of the giving. This phase lies within the goal of creation, matarat, chabriya. What is the intention of our study? The Kabbalistic sources are hidden in all our lessons and the digital books. And by way of reading these books, you can come to a complete transformation of your kilim. A complete transformation means above the chazeh, where are the kilim of to give, because of to give. And beneath the chazeh, the kilim of to receive, because of the giving. How can you achieve this? From the study of Shlavei HaSulam, you receive the lights Nefesh and Ruach. From the study of the Zohar, you can receive mainly the light Neshama. Then there is a study of the Etz Chaim, beside the comment of Baal HaSulam in Tes. From his study, you receive Gar, the first three lights. Beside of this, you can read in the ebook the manual and Kabbalah for complete life management. In all these works, you can find your unique and individual method for the spiritual work of the Lurian Kabbalah. In this manner, you can simulate your kilim. In this manner, you can stimulate your kilim and receive the corresponding lights, what gives you the feeling of complete awareness in all things you do in your daily work. That's the reason I want to stress out the importance of every lesson. Read every lesson slowly and concentrate it, word for word, and if you have the change, do it with the holy letters. Place in your heart the quality and not the quantity. How much you do isn't important. The intention, kavanah, is important. Then you will notice. Kabbalah helps. Read this book with full concentration, with absolute awareness, and live your life by making use of what you have read. Then the path to the spiritual worlds will open for you, and you can and will come and feel your salvation. Use the highest intention, and step by step you will go to your salvation, to your fulfillment, to your wholeness. Take notice, this ebook is made of the oral lessons I gave to my students. Because you didn't attend the lesson, it can be difficult, and maybe it gives you the impression of, what is this? Because the language isn't always proper considering the grammar, and maybe it seems to you there is no sequence because of the interruptions and additional explanations. By translate it as pure as possible, the strength of the spoken word will stay available. Because of the strengths hidden in the spoken word, it is important that you slowly read, and above all, don't rush. In a way, the written word has the same strength, but you have to be very accurate. Don't try to understand with your head, but let the text come within you and place it deep into your heart. And finally, a very important methodological note. Notes to the statements of Yeshua I have presented so as to direct the reader once again to the right approach to the study of his teachings of the kingdom of heaven. Each verse is considered on the basis of its writing in the holy language. Of the translations in other languages, even the most canonical, it is impossible to understand the phenomenon of Yeshua. After all, Yeshua himself spoke in the holy language. Otherwise, all this will be only the good word that doesn't work. As for example, at Easter, when they utter vain and ridiculous words, Jesus is risen, truly risen. It's just words, truly. Stream of sounds from the lips to outside, and nothing at all of the resurrection, because there is absolutely no spiritual action. Conversely, Yeshua is resurrected to life inside of you each time you are crying out to him, internally thinning itself to the kli, keter, of your current condition, and then he helps, heals, and performs miracles in you. 5 phases of the Liberator.